Hello, you gorgeous people. Welcome, 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 welcome to all of you. Today is a special day. It is my 62nd birthday, and this is your divine intelligence reading for today. I have been awake since 3 o'clock this morning and went into a pretty good, juicy meditation about 2 hours ago, and have just been sitting with the cards and these decks here, like contemplating. We have a new deck this week. Well, not a new deck, but we have a different deck than we had last week. Angels and Auras by Radley Valentine and his good friend Dougal Fraser. As I picked this box up, this card, oddly enough, was sort of stuck to the bottom. Not in the box, but on the bottom of the box. All the other cards were inside the box. So I will come and I'll get to that in a minute because I turned it over and was being urged to, this is what we've got to read for today. A new card for the week from our angelic activation, a new card for the week from the Divine Masters, and of course a new card for the day for the Happier Me affirmations. So let's start with what Jasmine Boland has to say about where the moon is, where astrology is, and see how all this plays in together. So, the moon is in Virgo, and this is basically saying difficult energies are approaching. Well, yes, they are. If you can meditate your way through them, you may just miss them. However, if you're hanging out with someone who's being unpleasant, unkind, rude, any of these things, there could be trouble. Now, I was wondering, how is it that I have this sensitivity and this feeling of being in some sort of awkwardness, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. What is this? What is happening? Why? All of these questions came up. There's nothing physically going on. Well, there kind of is, but not anything that is not any different to anything else. The need to retreat and the need to go inward, the need to seek solitude and privacy and sort of not exactly secrecy, but just to go in. Well, my friends, no accident. We are in a number 9 Universal Numerology Day. This is liftoff, takeoff, get up and go off. What are you waiting for? The 9 energy brings with it a time to be creative, artistic, kind, caring, self-sacrificing without compromisation. This is about being a humanitarian, philosophical, getting in touch with your healing abilities, learning to pursue the passions and chase after your life purpose. This is about not procrastinating, getting and get to what you want, particularly if you're being called to serve. The Empress and the Hermit are both tarot cards that can work with this. The Empress being that card about the self-sacrificing, the nurturing, the loving, and the Hermit carrying the lantern and lighting the way for others. However, we've got to engage the power of Archangel Michael. We have to engage the power of Archangel Gabriel to make the big announcement. And we've got to be in the organization, or at least the order, of the Lady Venus in Virgo, which is, if you want to pursue beauty, if you want to pursue love, if you want to pursue all the things that Lady Venus was bringing us last week, we've got to be methodical. We have to have some action steps behind it. So let's get on with our Happier Me affirmations, and we're going to get to all of this. My ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. That is an absolute 100% certifiable fact. You are limitless. You are the only one that can set up limits for yourself, and it's telling you not to. Don't do it. Don't buy into someone else's drama or melodrama or what they're wanting you to do or what you think you can do for them. That, my beautiful, wonderful friends, is the big aha moment as we approach our sensitivities, our divine, sacred way, our light, our love, our truth, our honesty, all of that feel good, spiritual, and there's more to come from here today. We bump up against the opposite. We bump up against what Yasmin Boland calls the difficult energies that are coming. Because there are many, many people that are so self-absorbed, so self-centered, so into their own importance, that anything that you want to do threatens all of that for them. This is not our business to take on the wretched selfishness of others. Our business is to pursue the purpose that we want to pursue. Now, this is a little bit challenging because many of us want to be in this service industry. We want to serve other people. We want other people to feel good. We want other people to look good. That's my business. However, that does not mean that we get to be the doormat. We do not get to be the place where people just throw their coats and expect you to hang it up. I am not somebody else's maid. However, if you want my help to clean your house, I want to show you where the toilet brush is. I might even go provide the cleaning products. I may even help you, but I am not doing it all for you so that you could just stand back and say, hey, you missed a bit. I'm being ratchet, but there you go. Anyway, let's get to my isms and we'll move on. That's just a little bit my fairy humor coming in. Nothing's more important than my feeling of joy and happiness. Absolutely nothing. I am tending to the garden of importance. Oh, yes, I am. Most definitely. I've got one here that came from my good friend and friend of the channel, Janet. And it is basically a personal one, but I'll share it with you. I say yes to my path and step into it, into my destiny right now. That sometimes brings up this shift, this kind of, oops, I'm turning a corner. I can't quite see what's around the corner. I know I've got to turn the corner because it's coming up. Let's have a look at who our divine master is. I already know, but you don't. These two. Now, they're twin flames. Archangel Michael and Archangel Faith. Oh, yes, Faith is an archangel. Spiritual calling. The need for and the provision of divine protection. This is a breakthrough moment. Now, if you look at this card and you look at the colors that have been so delightfully chosen by Jennifer Hawkyard, who painted this, it's blue, pale blue, and the most glorious color of gold. All of these little tiny details are so important for these messages that come. And the divine masters, which is Michael and Faith, are basically saying that they're bringing the protection of God and the legion of all the angels who work tirelessly to guard against all those who call on them for protection. Protection from the lower vibrational energies. We just got through talking about that when someone needs your help to clean their house. Archangel Faith helps shift us into this deeper state of trust, of truth, of inner faith, of inner knowledge, both in the higher powers and in the goodness that runs through humanity. Yes, my friends, there is goodness, even though I spoke of the selfish, ratchet, it's all about me people. So both of these angelic beings all week long create a powerful force field. Michael and Faith are with every single light worker, spiritual warrior, heart warrior that walks on the planet. Just by thinking of these two, you're going to bring in and say, Shazam, Shazam, come do what you need to do for me. The universe needs us all. So wherever you are right now, you are where you are most needed. And we're going to get to this next, because this is all playing into it. Even if where you are seems less than ideal, doesn't seem quite, well, I don't quite know about this, it feels a little bit awkward, it feels a little bit cattywampus, know that there's an opportunity to align with purpose, and there's a meaning for it. If you're experiencing some sort of murky, cloudy, not so good energy, maybe it's fear that's coming in, call in Michael and Faith to send the light and to really remove any of those dark forces that you don't really want around you. If you've been asking to be shown, what is my life purpose? Can you tell me where I got to do what I got to know that wherever you are at the moment, whatever you're facing at the moment, is going to be of greater service. Your life, if you're here and you're listening to this and you haven't shut it off, is destined for some sort of spiritual service. All you have to do is go within and ask. Draw upon the cosmic light of heaven and let it shine throughout your being. And so it is. Tend to the garden of importance. And nothing is more important than your feeling of joy and happiness. That's exactly part of the purpose. We have this joy, we have this happiness, we have this great opportunity, the accomplishments that you've made, and concentrate on the accomplishments. Concentrate on the aha moments, not anything else. Not what other people think, other people's opinion of you is none of your business. Archangel Raguel happens to be here with the angelic activation. And it's saying, right there, detach yourself from drama. Thank you, Raguel, for helping me discern the truth without being attached to the drama. Trust me, I know myself. Sometimes I can wear the crown and the sash that says drama on it. And I know when I'm doing it because my feelings go down the pan. You're being encouraged to take the highest road possible. Angels are reminding you that you're born to guide. You are born to heal. And this will not be possible if you allow your judgment to be clouded. If you allow your energies of the ego to get in the way. Now, ego is not a terrible thing. But when it comes to judgment, you know it. You know it, you know it, you know it. When you're looking at things and you're thinking, oh my good God, what is all that? Then you're sort of judging. Shut that down, shut that off. You're sort of letting that I call it gas, ego gas, creep in. Now, for the big reveal, this card that was stuck to the bottom of this box. Ta-da! Spirit relationships. Now, what I love about this is on her forehead, she's got this diamond. And from the diamond comes all of these, all the colors of the rainbow, which is really spiritual ascension. When you see a soul, if you get the chance to watch a soul, shift up into the ethers. That means ascend out of their physical body and go to the light. If the colors that they lift off with are all rainbow colors, then they are ascending to a higher state of the non-physical. It's also possible for you to close down your eyes, to get quiet, maybe put on some angel music or some fairy music or some soft music. You can even imagine yourself in a garden or a forest in your meditation and begin to picture different colored butterflies. When I say different colors, if you see all blue butterflies, that's fine. If you see all yellow butterflies, that's also fine. But if you're seeing a plethora of different colored butterflies in your meditation, in your space inside your mind, then you know that transformation of a spiritual nature is at hand. And it's time to use your intuition, use your connective abilities, and watch for the signs of inspiration. This is what spiritual relationships are truly, truly, truly all about. Wow. I mean, I feel like that is pretty powerful. Gertrude and Beatrice are inside what looks like a temple with no lid on it, no roof, no, like, what is that place in, it's like the big Colosseum, a big, huge stadium type of thing, but they're in the middle of it. So in other words, they're sort of asking you to go within your heart space, your inner sanctum, and allow your inner vessel, this, to be open to the information that's coming. There is an awful lot of challenging energies going on. As we lift into more light, as we open ourselves up to spiritual intelligence, it's bumpy. Feels a bit like a plane lifting off or landing. There's turbulence. Turbulence is the bumping up of other souls, the bumping up of other egos. This has been going on for a while. Didn't just happen. However, as it reaches this crescendo point, as it reaches the peaks, when you look at sound, it goes up like this, does this stuff. As it's reaching a peak, there's an opportunity for there to be a breakthrough. However, breakthroughs can't happen for any of us without some sort of a breakdown, which is awful when you think of folks who weren't expecting the breakdown, those difficult energies that are on the way. However, I've said for the longest time, you are in reaction, or you're in response, or you're just waiting to be able to respond. So responding sometimes means staying still for the moment, letting whatever energy is going through to pass by, or more importantly, if you instinctively know in your heart, in your belly, in your being, that this is not for your highest good, that this is really, I am not into that. Particularly if someone is trying to drag you into it. Remember, the ego is all about keeping you in the drama. There's a place for ego that's not so bad, that's working, where you sort of have to be a little bit tough, but be careful that your toughness, your resilience, doesn't have judgment up behind it. It's really a good idea, like we do every morning, to come, get quiet, do your gratitude work. Thank for what you thank for, particularly for the day ahead that hasn't yet happened in the physical, may have happened in the ethereal. You may be setting up that laundry list of angels, fairies, guides, masters, friends that have passed. Line yourself up and thank you for being with me all day long. putting me in the right place at the right time for the right people to do the right thing. Done. Easy peasy. Off you go. Once you put that declaration, intention in place, number one, you're grateful that they're there helping you. Number two, you set the intention to be the right place at the right time, no matter what. Off you go. It's done. So be it, so shall it be. Whoosh. It changes the way you think, the way you feel. Now, on the other side to that, and I know we're getting too close to 20 minutes of this thing, the minute you start to feel heavy, which I've been feeling, there's an energy that's approaching that creates that sensitive heaviness. When we are sensitive to love, sensitive to light, sensitive to peace, sensitive to all those wonderful things, it's a tendency to absorb some of the stuff that other people are sending, particularly if you're a reader or a healer, massage therapist. You got to keep cleaning that off. Got to keep wiping that down. Got to keep taking out the spiritual trash so that it doesn't pile up on you. If you're willing to take on the dump of others, it'll get you. And your spirit guides with all of this for this whole week are saying, we've got you, we want to protect you, but it's a little bit like, look, we're helping you take out the spiritual garbage, but you keep on putting more in the bin. You keep on throwing more in there. The key is to be a little bit minimal with it, minimize it, like you do with your packaging. Don't get so many plastic bags from the grocery. Try to find things, consumerism that is less packaging, more stuff. I feel like I'm going on and on and on. Anyway, that's it for today. Listen, I love you all so much. Your support, your love, you're getting this out there, letting people know what's going on. Until tomorrow. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.